Hi, we are Sam and Christine, and this is our 1963 Dodge bread van. Currently, she is not driving, but we are doing our best to change that and transform her into an overland vehicle.
We are replacing her old cracked chassis with a new one. We are swapping her hearth out for a new engine. And we are building out her interior to a tiny home of our dreams. Once this is all done, she's going to roll with us around the world.
This is the first of several episodes going forwards and showing you guys what we're doing to our van. A lot of people that build a tiny home or an overland vehicle do start with a vehicle that's running and driving, but in our case we're starting basically with a chassis, a body, and a whole bunch of parts. So our build for the beginning is a lot more complicated than most people's. Hopefully shortly we'll get on to videos of our actual interior build and the tiny home conversion.
Yeah, and this first video we want to dedicate to our friends in Los Angeles, to Jim and Angie. It's for you guys, and we want to thank you so much that you helped us right after we got the van out of storage, and already with taking it out of storage, for giving us a place to work on the van, for accommodating us, and also for feeding us from time to time as well. It was really great, and thank you so much for doing this for us.
So today is the day. Finally, this baby gets out of storage.
We were finally in the right time and place to start this big project that we've been talking and dreaming about more or less since we met. After over 3 years in storage, the van was moving again. As the van didn't drive, our friend Angie organized a tow to Jim's and her house. There we would be able to work on the van and prepare it for a drive across the US. When we left the van in storage, Sam was living in California, but after almost 4 years of traveling around the world, we decided for a longer stay in upstate New York. This is where Sam's family is from, and also where we have a place with a big garage for the van conversion. So the first step of our project was to make the van ready for the transport from California to New York. Now the real work could start. We didn't want to haul unnecessary weight across country, so everything needed to go that we wouldn't use for the van conversion. And this included the interior. Cabinetry, floors, ceiling, the little bit of insulation that the van had. We ripped out more or less pretty much everything. The next item on the rip-out list was the engine. We decided not to use the small block Chevy motor, as we were having problems with it blowing rocker arms occasionally, and we also wanted to switch from gas to diesel. So the engine needed to go. The bottom surface of the van needed to be as flat as possible to sit stable on a trailer that we bought to haul the van. That meant getting rid of both axles and springs. They were also really heavy and we wouldn't have used them anyways, as we were planning for a new chassis for the van. After several days, everything was removed, and we were ready to lift the van on the trailer. Sam had spent sleepless nights figuring out how to do this best without having a gantry crane or a car lift. And he came up with a simple but pretty genius idea: wood stacks. Bit by bit, we lifted the front and the back of the van. Our wood stacks grew higher and higher until they reached the appropriate height and allowed us to start pushing the trailer slowly under the van. This whole process needed patience and was a little bit nerve-wracking, even though we knew that the 4x4s holding the aluminum van body were more than strong enough. In the end, it all worked out nicely, and our van was sitting on a trailer ready for the drive from the west coast to the east coast.